You can play against the best Steve in the world or the worst. It will be the same.
If the possibility of a ban was there, you would be pro ban for Steve.
You seem so comfortable playing as Steve now. Dude, you even almost beat a cola with Link.
That's still bullshit, not normal. Should be banned, of course.
Why are you so good versus Miya, dude?
The way he plays is kinda very aggressive. And I don't really know why he plays that much aggressive. I think he just gets out by playing like this.
Kagaribi skipped P plus and is now SP. But apparently, from what I saw, since Hurt, he had his situation. It's not SP anymore. It's P plus
So he was just using the mod in friendlies, right?
and Elite Smash. Yeah,
In Elite Smash.
dude, I don't know. Dude, I don't know, man. What is going on, everybody? It's been a long time. Nah, not really. You guys saw us like about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's not that long. It's like compared to other episodes. But we're here back in Go Talks, and we have lots to talk about as always, especially for this episode. Trust me, because for this one we actually have a very special guest. We have the Battle of BC champion, the one and only Gluto. What's up, man? How are you doing?
Hello. How are you guys? Doing very fine, of course.
That's nice. That's nice, dude. First of all, man, congrats, because Battle of BC was a tough tournament. So,
Yep.
congrats, man. You did
Thank you.
amazing. How are you feeling?
Really well. Very happy. Very satisfied about how I played. So I couldn't feel better.
Before we actually start talking about your run, I actually have a lot of questions for you because, damn. So, there's a lot of players out there. I'm not going to say names, right? But that they much rather complain that the character has hard matchups or, oh my god, a hard bracket, blah, blah, blah. But you just kind of play Wario, and Wario, I think he's a character that is broken, but also struggles in a lot of, aspects,
Yes.
I compare him a lot to, Rob, for example, because Rob is broken as well. But he can kind of struggle with, a couple of mid-tiers here and there, or, a couple of, situations, But you with Wario, you just don't care, man. You kind of just do your thing, and I don't know how you do it. What's your thought process behind all of that?
So let's say that sometimes I feel that Wario, of course, don't win the matchup, but I don't really need for Wario to win the matchup to be able to win the game. In the sense that Wario has so many tools that if at least I can play, it's fine. I can find some solution. I can understand the matchup better than my opponent will understand Wario, because I guess I think about the matchups more than people do usually. So it also the fact that Wario has a lot of tools, a lot of options in different moments makes me realize that the more I work, the more impact it will have. And I think some character will not have that much impact when they work more, because they they have some strong tools, but it's hard for them to play around. And Wario will always play around the opponent. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
not
okay.
Wario that will put his game and the opponent needs to adapt. It's always the opposite. Wario will always need to adapt to the opponent's play. That's why it's like at the beginning, it will always be harder for Wario than for the opponent. But since I play around them, there is always a room for improvement. And
Mhm.
that's why I love Wario so much, because you always need to think, you always need to find new solutions, but at least there is stuff to do. Um, except matchups like Sonic, when he literally don't even play the game. So that he hit me and then he just and I
Yep.
can't even hit him. So that's not fun at all. Uh, and maybe some others few. I guess Wario can almost beat any character just because of he doesn't need to win the matchup. Wario is not a
Mhm.
character that needs to win the matchup to win the game. He needs to know everything though. Know
Mhm.
everything, know exactly where to position, when he can play, when he cannot play. It's even more important to know when he can't play than when he can. Because not winning an interaction is not a bad thing for Wario.
Mhm.
Losing an interaction is bad. Winning is good, but not winning an interaction without losing it is fine too, because he
Mhm.
can just reposition himself. Time is always for him too. except
Oh yeah.
except Sonic, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do with Wario, and that's why I love the character.
Yeah, I mean, but even Sonic, like you've been able to like do like I don't know how you have been able to beat that matchup, but you have like
Yeah,
that set you
sometimes.
had with Ken in Delfino Massa where you were
Yeah.
down like 2-0 and just a stock with like 120 and you still pulled out a reverse 3-0. Like I'm telling you, man, you just do magic out there with Wario.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So would you say then that the most important thing to like for you or even with Wario is like adaptation?
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Really for sure, because of all his tools, because of the fact that Wario's move by themselves don't win.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Nair beats what? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Nair has the smallest hitbox in the game, I guess, like Nair 2. The
Hmm.
hitbox is inside his body. I
Oh.
guess it's the smallest one in the game. But any move of Wario will not win other moves. It doesn't work like that for Wario.
Hmm.
But he wins sometimes situation. He can prevent the bad situation. He can not play the bad situation when he thinks it's not a bad situation. And this is the key with Wario: is to play only when you're sure that you're gonna win. So, for
Hmm.
example, against Game and Watch Nair, if I wait for the Nair to come out, for his Nair to come out, then the hitbox, is far. There's literally nothing I can do. I don't have
Yeah.
range enough to even trade, so it's done. But if I hit his Nair at the same time as he hit Nair, the hitbox is up,
Hmm.
so my Nair will win. And this is a good representation. So some move I can win them before they're out, or completely after, because I can with punish, or I cannot do anything and I need to wait for him to do another thing. But
Hmm.
there's always something. So before, after, during, or even the move after,
Right. Yeah, yeah. I know what
there
you
is
mean.
always something. But I need
Hmm.
to know what, and I need to accept when I cannot punish.
Right.
Sometimes my answer, it's even, I would say, 70% or 80% of the time, my answer will be nothing. I cannot do
Hmm.
nothing. I cannot punish. I need to accept. I cannot punish this time. I cannot punish this time again. I still cannot punish. I still cannot punish. This time I can, and I need to punish at the time that's the best for me. And I need to
Hmm.
accept that the 5 time before, even if it was a mistake that he did, so he missed a move in front of me, I
Hmm.
can't do anything about it, and I need to accept. But if I don't get hit for that, that's fine. That's the most complicated part with Wario, but there is still stuff to do, and that's what the most interesting thing.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, it's not necessarily like a bad thing, right? Because at the end of the day, like time is in your favor, like you
Hmm.
said. Like, I mean, you have WAF, like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the whole Gluto thought process. Nice, interesting to hear. So, okay, let's get into your run of the bracket now. So I was actually noticing that even like a little bit before top 24. No, yeah. So like top 64, I believe this is.
Okay.
All of your sets, and even in top 24, they were game five. So
Yes.
you versus Riddles, game five. Versus Tweek,
Yeah.
game five. Miya, game five.
Yeah.
So Riddles, okay. How do you beat Kazuya with Wario? Like what? Like damn. Okay, tell me about it. How were you feeling versus Riddles?
So first, I thought he was gonna play Terry only and not Kazuya. So I prepared a lot for Terry just before our games. I played with a Terry just before the top 64. I That warmed me up well. So I was ready for the Terry. I had my game plan. I knew what to do. That's why his Terry was fine first game. But then
Mm-hmm.
he switched to Kazuya, and even if I know the Kazuya matchup well, the day before I played against Raki Kazuya,
Oh, mm-hmm.
and I beat him twice, and I know what to do, but it's always hard because I need to apply what I just said before. He will hit in front of me like 4 times in a row, and I need to accept that I will not punish this, and I
Mm-hmm.
need to punish only the one that I'm sure to be able to punish. And this is the most important part in Kazuya's matchup. The thing is, the first 2 games I think I played bad the matchups. That's
Okay.
why he won twice in a row with Kazuya. And
Mm-hmm.
then I I got the matchup better. So the game 4, I think I two stock him. It was not close. And last game I was ready to play the same, like Campy, bike and stuff, to put the game more slow. But the game starts, I pull bike, and he grabbed me, and I'm dead. Because when I don't
Okay.
have bike anymore, he can just do the down air combo off
Oh,
stage,
uh-huh.
and I can't do anything about it. When I have bike, I can just air dodge, and then I will go back.
Mhm.
But without bike, I'm dead. So the game starts, 10 seconds, I'm dead. Two stocking and three.
Oh my god.
But I was like, that's fine. I still can win. I have all the tools I have to win, so it's fine. And I did the game to come back. So he 0-2 dead me, and I think I 0-2 dead him just right after off
Oh, okay.
stage.
There you go. Mhm.
Yeah, Wario has some tools to keep Kazuya in disadvantage a lot. So if I play very slow the neutral, and the only time I hit him really hard, and I will not let him reset neutral. I just can win the matchup. And if he reset neutral, I need to accept it and not take any risk and not push my advantage too much. If I'm not sure about anything, don't get hit. The most important part in this matchup is not to hit him, but it's more to not get hit.
No, okay. This is where it actually applies the don't get hit. Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kazuya is so annoying about that. But to be honest, I think Kazuya is not that bad matchup for Wario
Mhm.
because I can go out, I can run. It's
Yeah.
okay to run, and of course the part of me hitting him is really hard, but the part of me running from him is not that hard. Kazuya is kind of slow, so if I know when to run and don't get hit, it's fine. But the really complicated part is to hit him and to not get hit back when I hit him once, to not get hit in disadvantage. And last time we played, every time I was winning neutral, he just reversed me, and sometimes reversed at 0-2 dash me because I was not
Yeah.
positioning well. I was not expecting him to not have lag on some move and stuff like that. And now
Mhm.
I play better and I don't get reversed that much. So yeah, the matchup is not as hard as we can think. It's just you need to be very disciplined in the matchup and
Mhm.
very campy and not take risks. But I think there is way more harder matchups, and I don't think Kazuya is not that good character. To be
Oh
honest,
yeah. Mhm.
I think he's the most toxic ever, but not very good at the end.
Yeah, that's like very interesting because like at first, like when the character came out, everyone was like, "Oh, Kazuya's broken, top two." Even I thought he was top two.
Yeah.
But then I feel like now everyone just knows how to deal with him,
Exactly.
and yeah, like everyone's just improved at it. Like what you were saying, right? Like you have tools to keep him in disadvantage. Like I think a lot of people have figured that out. Like
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I will get zero to that and everything, but if I can keep him in disadvantage or even edge guard him, which I believe that should be good for you as Wario,
Yes.
yeah, like I think at the end, like that makes Kazuya like not that great. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's for riddles. Then after that, you had to play Tweek.
Yeah.
And Diddy Kong Wario, Diddy seems like this character, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But in the matchup, it seems like even though time is in your favor, this is one where I think he can just not care about that because he could just camp all
Yep.
the time, just side
Yes.
B, banana. That's it. So how do you
Yes.
deal with this matchup? Yeah.
So this matchup is literally just me camping, waiting, and taking as much time as I can, and using bike. Because without bike, the matchup would be horrible, literally
Mhm.
horrible. But that's the case for a lot of matchups. I think Wario without bike is kind of mid tier.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
bike helps so much to just pressure little by little and to protect myself from banana, so it does everything. But of course, Diddy is very fast, and the way he moves makes that sometimes I will win neutral with literally 8% reward or 4
Mhm.
and no follow-ups and no better position. So I analyzed the set like 2 days ago, and there is a lot of times for one stock to to put him at 60%. I won neutral 8 or 9 times
Mhm.
to hit only 60%. Nine
Damn.
neutral win. That's so horrible. Especially because Wario is supposed to be a combo character, like not
Mhm.
hitting a lot of neutral, but at least when he hit neutral, he does a lot of damage. Nope. I was hitting with late fair, late nair, or near one only, late dash attack, sometimes back air but not more, neutral B, and everything, all of this hit like 4%, 7%, 9%, 4%. So it does nothing, and it was so annoying. That's why camping is very important, and wafting is really important too, because I have time,
Mm.
and that's the key. Like having a waft, taking time, put the bike, force him to do mistakes little by little, stopping him from having stage control too. Even if it doesn't do that much percent for one there, at least I put myself in a better position and him in a worse. So yeah, the matchup is kind of hard in that aspect, but globally, at least Diddy have a hard time killing Wario, and I
Yeah.
really, really need to capitalize on this. That's why I think the matchup is slight for Wario.
Oh, okay.
But
Interesting.
the fact that he can run so much and be so safe when he just shield banana, the best reward I can have will be neutral B. But
Um,
it's it's tweaked, so he knows. And a lot of time at neutral B, he roll behind banana S rush.
banana. Yeah. Hmm.
So this reward is not for me. So okay, I can
Yeah.
neutral B, but my neutral B does 12% or 10 sometimes. And if I miss, I can have a lot more percent than I will do to him. And the fact that he can punish this by rolling, even sometimes rolling away, that means I can have nothing. I can't even read the roll away.
Yeah. No.
That's really really problematic. But I can survive. I have bike and I can kill with waft. So that makes the
Hmm.
matchup better.
Yeah, I had never thought about that. I mean, I guess yeah, Diddy will struggle to like kill you, and I mean, Wario's
Yes.
already pretty heavy, so
Yeah.
I guess that allows you to like not lose stocks and like that way you will get wafted maybe not on your second stock, but even on the first stock sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So first game against Tweek, I played Battlefield, and last time he destroyed me on Battlefield because of the movement all the time.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, I will not even play because I know if I try to play, he will fuck me up. So I don't
Hmm.
play, and I had 3 wafts in this match. First first waft, I kill him at 60. Second one, I hit him at like 90, but he didn't die.
Oh, okay.
And the third waft, I kill him for at least last stock at 90, something like that.
Damn. So 3 wafts and
Yep.
100% accuracy on all three. Okay.
Yep.
Nice, nice. Um, yeah, and especially because like I mean, I don't know. I think your sets with Tweek are very like back and forth for what I have seen lately. Because you played him at Genesis, and okay, unfortunately, I think that was 3-0 Tweek, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
destroyed me.
but it's fine now. You won Battle BC. Who cares? Um, like, did you study that set for like coming into Battle of BC?
So no, yes and no. So I think before this set, I was beating him 5 times in a row. I think,
Okay.
and I was studying the matchup really hard before because he was beating me all the time, and I needed to figure out. Then I
Mhm.
figured it out, and I won five times in a row, something like this. Then he beat me
Damn.
at Genesis,
Mhm.
but I know exactly why he beat me because I was getting so impatient. It was so late at this Genesis. I was so tired,
So tired.
and
Yeah.
I didn't play that well, and he was playing so much better. And I was not patient enough, and I was like, okay, I will not make the same mistake this time. I will be patient, patient, patient. Even if I need to have 3 wafts in the game, I will have them. And then I played better around the patience. I played better about the banana, and I played better about the bike, and I played better about positioning. So that was the
Yeah.
fourth stuff.
And most importantly, what you're saying, you had your stamina, right? Because like
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like if you're going to a tournament, I think a lot of people say like, oh, you have to have the stamina to be there all day. It's
Yep.
like no, that doesn't work like that. Like I mean, sometimes we're talking about like being at the venue for like even 12 hours. Like that's not normal, you know. So
Yep.
yeah,
So this time it
yeah.
was kind of difficult, but yeah. So I didn't have to study the last match because I already knew very fast what was wrong by me.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So I was just okay. I remember the game. I don't have to watch them. I remember exactly what was bad. I need to
Hmm.
change this, because the research and the studying was already done a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's always. I feel like that always feels nice, right? When you like, you don't even have to study the last set because you're like, okay, I just know what to do now.
Yes,
Like it's just like that, you know? Yeah.
exactly.
Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. So then moving on to top 24. Let me get ready. Because I do want to ask, why are you so good versus Miya, dude? Like,
uh,
if I'm not incorrect, I think the set count is in your favor now.
really?
Or I think so, because look, you beat him at Ludwig, you beat him in Japan, you
Yes.
beat him at Genesis, you
Yes.
beat him
Now.
right now at Battle of BC.
So 4.
So and then he beat you once in Japan, and he
Yes.
beat you. Where else did he beat you actually?
So it was the invitational.
Okay, Invitational.
So he beat me once. No, he beat me twice, and I beat him once at this invitational. He beat me in
Yes.
winner. I beat
Mhm.
him in grand final loser once, and then he beat me again.
Okay, so that's twice. Damn. Okay.
But I won one too, so
Okay,
I have
so that's
5,
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have 5.
and he
Then
has,
he,
I guess, 4. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, you're right. See.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah. So I don't know, cause okay. Let me just.
I know what you're gonna say.
Cause like okay, look, we do have to put it out there because it's literally Game & Watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Across all these years, I mean, we have been playing since the game came out. Literally, our first set was at the first Smash Factor for Ultimate.
Yep.
And ever since, we have played pretty much every time in bracket, aside
Yeah.
from like the last couple of years because we haven't really encountered like against each other. But like against me, I feel like you struggle sometimes. But against Mia, you look like so confident. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think is so different? Like, what's going on there? Like,
So-
yeah.
So multiple things. First, I studied Miya a lot. So I did a lot of everyday review. I talked a lot with my coach. I think about the way he plays, the way Game & Watch is. So I know the Game & Watch matchup and the Miya matchup because I
Mhm.
know what he wants and why. And there is some part of the game where he does the same thing again and again and again, even if he gets punished for it.
Mhm.
So I realize that, and I need to know exactly how to punish them because even if I know how that he's gonna do it, it's still hard to punish, and that's very very annoying. But the way that he plays, I figure out how to counter it, and some aspect of Game & Watch that are really the weakness of Game & Watch. I understand them better now, so I can counter it better. And also, yeah, it's kind of his bad habits.
Damn.
Hello again.
All right.
Also, he
Yeah.
has some bad habits that I could catch.
Mhm.
And the way he plays is kind of very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very,
yeah.
very aggressive. And I don't really know why he plays that much aggressive. I think he just gets out by playing like this with a lot of characters and a lot of people. And for him, maybe it doesn't even come in mind to play differently.
Yeah. Mhm.
But there is a different way to play Game & Watch. And
Yeah.
and that's more you. So
Thank
you
you.
play the neutral very different.
Mhm.
So I think his advantage is more scary, but the way you play neutral is better, at least in Wario matchup. So I don't know about other matchup, but I guess in some other matchups too.
Mhm.
And I think he gets away.
Uh-huh.
he gets away, but by having a very good advantage, even if his neutral is not the best. And since I figure out more his neutral, and I'm getting better too at disadvantage against Game & Watch. Now he
Mhm.
can't kill me that easy. He can't catch me in the air that easy. So before, when we were playing, first he was winning neutral way more, and when he was hitting me, I was going from 0 to 100 every time he hits me. But
Mhm.
now it's really really better. I don't get trapped by the nair down smash stuff like this, so it's really hard for him to kill me too.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still
Yeah.
think he could do some stuff to play differently, but he
Mhm.
doesn't. So for now, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that actually, because like I do remember the first time you played him, I told you specifically not to get hit by down smash in a specific scenario,
Yeah,
and you still did it right, and I was like, "Dude,
yeah.
please.
Because I didn't
um,
recognize exactly when it was,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
it was happening.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right, because like I watched your set at Genesis, I was streaming it, and then I watched your set at Battle of BC again,
Yeah.
right? I'm not gonna lie, I knew you were gonna win. Like I feel like you understand how to play against Miya like
Yes.
pretty damn well. Um, and I think what you're saying is true because like I think he does play very aggressive, but like he just never stops. And
Yes.
you, I feel like you're always ready for that. You're
Mm-hmm.
like, I know you're gonna approach. I know you're
Yep.
gonna overextend. Like, but what
Exactly.
you're saying of like his advantage is true because like he can like lose neutral a bunch of times, but once he gets you in disadvantage, like he is gonna be fine. Like he will get like 90% on you, and that's what
Yes.
makes up for it, right? Um, so I feel like even though like what you're saying, right? Like even though he has really good advantage state, like the fact that you know how to deal with it now, so that you don't take as much damage or you
Mm-hmm.
don't die as early or you don't get cheesed or whatever it is as
Yes.
Game and Watch or against Game and Watch. I feel like that's really good for you. And then like you know me as habits because you were saying that right now, like yeah, like his bad habits that also helps you like a lot, like just a
Yeah,
lot,
exactly.
yeah.
Even at Genesis, I started with a 2-0, but then he almost reversed me. So it was complicated because he does change some stuff sometimes, but I really think he could change more and adapt more, and it would be way more difficult. For
Hmm.
To be honest, for me, I think the matchup is not even done for me because I know he can. If he changed like few elements, it will be way harder for me.
Yeah, okay, and then you made top 8. Let's go.
Yay!
And then okay, you had to play Syrup, and I'm not gonna lie, I do think Syrup is the best Steve in the world right now, even better than Aquila. I feel like he's definitely more like consistent as of right now. Um, but like, I mean, I know you play against Krebs LA, but like, still, like, it's Steve, dude. Steve Wario.
Yep.
So like, oh yo, Leo
Yo, yo, yo,
joining. What's
yo.
up?
I'm sorry, guys.
Yoleo.
I always fucking messed up the timings. I thought it was in another 30 minutes. So when I woke up, I was like, yeah, let's hit the toilet. Let's get the water. I apologize for it.
You're
How
fine. You're
are
fine.
you, Meister and the goat? Gluto, how are
Yep.
you?
How are
Chilling,
you? Good than
chilling.
you.
Very nice, very nice. So, what were you guys talking about?
So we were talking about how Gluto played Syrup, and I think, okay, tell me what you think on this. But I do think Syrup, as of right now, is probably the best team in the world. Like, I think he's just like playing different right now. You know, like he's very consistent too. Like he's having that consistency. So Gluto had to play against him, and I don't know how he beats Steve with Wario. Even though he has the matchup practice and whatever, I still don't know how he does it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I still don't know how he does it. Do ride with the used to ride with the syrup is really good. He's one of the Steves that like is so hard to adapt to. I agree with him being the best. Surprisingly, when I watched Gluto beating Syrup, I was like, damn, like this dude is really just like beating everybody's demons. It seems like you, Gluto, have been adapting to everything that's been happening in the game, and it's just insane because I feel like Syrup is always has something like below the sleeve, you know, always have something in the sleeves, and he's always pulling out something new. So
Mm.
seeing you, I mean, I remember the last time you played him, Cavalier Clash.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure you got reverse 3-0. I'm sorry to remind you
nope.
that, but uh
Yeah, I remember well. Don't worry.
but I don't know, like just seeing the way you played in this tournament is just insane.
Mhm.
Like the way you use Wario against those options is just like wow, this dude is on another level.
So yeah, you guys say that he's TV different. To be honest, I don't think so. So for me, all Steve are the same in some aspects, and you need to know which ones. So some of the situation of Steve will always be just Steve. You can play against the best Steve in the world or the worst. It will be the same, and you need to recognize this situation and always play the same. It's like a Dark Soul boss. They have patterns, and they will do it. You're sure that they're gonna do it for sure. And
Oh,
some
okay.
others where they are different, and of course syrup is different in this aspect, but these aspects can be avoided because it's more for example neutral when they try to hit you in situation where they don't have blocks, they don't have space to side b and stuff like that. So this is where you can see the difference between players. But when they have setups, it's just Steve. They will do this because it's strong. It's not even a joke. They will do this because it's strong, and it's true. It's really strong, and they will just do it because it's strong. But you need to know when they will do it. Why is it strong? Why is it strong now and not at another time? Depending on the rules they have and what you can do about it. If the answer you can do about it is nothing, it's fine. Because one real weakness for Steve is to play Smash. Steve is really bad at playing Smash.
Mhm.
So imagine you play a Steve that can side B, can wall, and just need to play his normal. It's I'm not even kidding, maybe one of the worst characters in the game.
Yeah.
So imagine no side B, no 0-2 death because he cannot do blocks. I swear he lose to Ganon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
really. So you need to accept this situation and know when you can play and when you can't play at all. And of course, he has his bullshit when even if he lose once, twice, three times, you will put like 40%. He touch you and he hits 80%, or you die at zero. Against Susu, you die at zero, for example. So this is really bullshit. But at least the situation is easy to understand. And then there's the situation where when it's typical Steve and it's very, very, very annoying, but you need to know exactly what he wants, when he wants to side B, when you can punish the side B, when you can't punish the side B, when you can punish there, what is he doing after there, if he going into you after he's there, or if he's going out. Also, when he dare your shield, you need to know that you can punish that. Like he dare your shield close. Some character can punish that. Some others, I guess, maybe not, but a lot of character can punish that.
I
Mhm.
see.
So yeah, you need to know everything about Steve, and Steve doesn't need to know anything about you, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but there is still stuff to do,
Mhm.
and we can exploit some of his weakness. And yeah, some parts will be all the same. Any Steve, it will be the same, and some others it will be different. But I think there is still some hope, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's still bullshit, not normal. Should be banned, of course. But is there? We need to deal with it. How can we deal with it to win? That's the only question
Yeah.
we need to to ask for real.
So you think if the possibility of a ban was there, you would be pro ban for Steve?
Day one. I will not say day one because day one we didn't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the moment we realized that it was bullshit, yeah, for sure.
Damn. Okay. And this is one of the best players against Steve right now, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah. Because you also had to play Aquila like at the pre-local, I
Pre-local,
think.
yeah.
Yeah. And you beat him, right?
Yep. I won.
So yeah.
I lost first game with Link, but it was close.
All right, we gotta put it out there.
And then I won with the Wario.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you are saying that is crazy. Like the whole yeah, I would ban him too. Insane. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
yeah.
maybe because you don't realize, but when I was playing Syrup, there is so many times I was like, okay, I'm dead. I'm at zero, I'm dead. I should be dead. At
Mhm.
30, I should be dead. At 40, I should be dead. Because I know Steve can kill me there.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
was not doing it, so that's fine. But imagine he was playing like this and having Susu's combo.
Hmm.
Don't even try to play.
Dude, yeah, that
It's
guy Susu
over.
is crazy. Like
No, it's so bullshit, I swear.
insane punish game. Yeah. 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 I feel like a lot of Steves are still missing the whole like Neil up tilt up smash. Like that's broken.
Yes.
You just he just kills you every percent. It
They
doesn't
miss
matter.
everything. Yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
beats everything.
Like I swear, if they start doing that, the character becomes literally unbeatable because you get hit
Yep.
by up till at any percent, you die.
Yep.
Like you
Yes.
should die
Mhm.
theoretically. So like, yeah, I don't know. They're definitely missing that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. The punish game like Zuzu. So that makes me question Gluto. Like if you could combine like the both style of players, that would be like the unbeatable Steve. It would be impossible to win. But what
Oh yeah.
makes like I've seen Zuzu pulling out the combos and it's
Yeah.
crazy just like the way he touches you and you just die. So what would you say is like the perfect balance between both the Steves? Like what's talking about Susu specifically, what would you say Susu needs to become like that super good because we all know it's super good, but like to the point where it's literally unplayable.
I guess syrup neutral combined to Susu's punish game would be the best thing, and you add Akola's sometimes I don't know why reaction game. That's
Mm-hmm.
so fun. Is he? Akola is the weirdest player I don't understand. Sometimes he's so fast at some stuff, and I don't even know if he reacts or if he knew that will happen. So he has some specific part when you're like, oh, he's different for sure. So you add this, you put Suso's combo, and you put Syrup's neutral because he understands. I think Syrup understands the game better,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
and then it's just unbeatable because Susu sometimes is lazy. So in his disadvantage, he will be lazy or even neutral. He just so the up tilt he will do or the combo starter will only have as argument I do them because I want them to work.
Yeah.
And it's not like I do them because I know what's around. I know that I condition you and stuff. He just do them because I want them to work until they work, and I will hit them. And if I touch you once randomly, you're dead. But if you combine those three, no, unbeatable any matchup, any situation, and it's not even close. Some games will be three stock against the best player in the world, and we'll all be doomed.
Yeah,
We
that
all will be
character.
doomed, man.
Taking time bomb definitely, Steve. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know, Gluto, you were pro ban Steve.
Me
Even though
I
neither.
didn't
like
know.
no, I didn't know. And like you seem so comfortable playing as Steve now. Dude, you even almost beat a cola with Link. Like like bro. That's insane.
Yeah, no, he's still very problematic. The risk reward is insanely stupid in any situation. Disadvantage doesn't exist for him. Uh, Neutral is stupid as fuck. He just press a button, close his eyes, go in. If he hear the sound of the up tilt eating, oh, you're dead. Okay. No, it's so stupid in every situation. The blocks can
The
protect
blocks,
him.
yeah.
No, if one good uh, nerf, there's so many nerfs that you can do to Steve to make him less broken. For example, let him have less blocks in the air, or even just one block,
Yeah.
or yeah, no block in the air if there is no block behind. Like really construction, because
Yeah, because
one
like
block only in the air is so stupid.
yeah, because like you can't even do that in Minecraft, and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Smash is known for like sticking to like the main game, But
Yeah,
like with Steve, it was like no, just put blocks anywhere, it doesn't matter.
so stupid. And there is so much easy nerf to do to make him fun and creative. Of course, that's good, but just not too broken. It's so easy, but they didn't do it.
They just didn't care, man.
Yeah, they
They,
literally just didn't care.
yeah, they were just
Yep.
like, okay, let's just make this super fucking broken and not update it anymore.
Yep.
Dude, no, the worst part is that there were like two patches after Steve came out, or maybe more. I don't remember. At least two.
Already?
I know for sure. Yeah, because Steve, he wasn't the last character, right, to be added.
It was
And
Sora?
with yeah, so oh exactly, Sora was the last one. So like with every DLC that came out, a patch would come out, right, and it would have balance changes, and they never fixed Steve.
Nope.
And to be fair, I think a great part of that is because Steve wasn't that broken by then. Like no one was really
Yeah.
exploiting what the character could do. But yeah, I don't know. Like they definitely should have patched that character because like he even has a lot of glitches still. Like I mean PMLG is literally out there. So yeah.
PMLG. Is there any times, Gluto, that you, well, maybe not lost the set, but lost the game because of that tech?
No, no, no. I think it doesn't affect that much because it's only at low percent.
Hmm.
And for example, when I do up throw pair against Steve, I can see when he PMLG, but I can just drift out and don't get hit by down there, for example.
Oh, okay.
So now it never really affected the games. But to be honest, I don't even know when it's banned or not. Some tournaments ban it and some other don't, I guess.
Yeah, I think the tournaments that don't have that tech banned is not because they're like, oh yeah, the tech is okay, but more because they just forget. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's literally what it is.
Yeah, Steve don't use this technique, but there's some
Yeah.
other bullshit technique that they don't use. That Susu showed me. It was so funny. The game is just bugged. Really?
I mean, yeah, we need a patch or a new game at this
Yeah.
point. Like, damn. But yeah. I mean, well, that's Steve Gluto's thought process behind Steve, and he's pro Vassal. Look at that. Then we got Spargo, dude. You have a like. I'm not gonna. I don't know if like the set count is in your favor or whatever, but I do know you do good versus Spargo. Like you at least go game 5 consistently.
Yeah, it's back and forth. Like last time he beat me, this time I beat him in winners, then he beat me in losers, then I beat him in grinds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I think it's always. I don't even remember if one of us beat the other twice in a row,
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
or never more than twice for sure. No,
Mm-hmm.
but none of us beat the other 3 times in a row. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
twice. Maybe he beat me twice, once, but I don't remember exactly. But it's always back and forth, and it's always very very interesting sets when we play,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good Smash Bros.
Yeah,
It's definitely good Smash. Mm-hmm.
some of the best to watch for real.
Yeah, those sets are crazy, dude.
Yep.
So like first set, game 5. Second set, game 5. But then reset 3-0, my dude.
Yeah.
So what changed there?
So the more we played, the more I knew what to do, and the more I realized what I need to change, where he's hitting me too much for, and what he's hitting me too much for, what I can do better. But he was kinda downloading me at the first game of second set, and the thing that changed everything was my waft, like full delay waft at the ledge. I jumped in full delay, so all the time was almost 1 second of jump. And if he do any hitbox, I'm dead. That was 160. It was like 60, and full delay waft. And this big read made me win this game, even if at the beginning he was fucking me up. Then I adapted, but it was almost too late. And this read made me win the game, and this changed everything because I was really, really ready for the next game. The next game wasn't close at the beginning, but at the end, I almost fucked up. Like I was one stock more of a lead, and then he like dash attack in my shield, and I did nothing. Then he up smash in my shield, I did nothing. Then he up B in front of me, I did the worst punish. So I almost got come back, but it was not enough. I still took the game. But yeah, so patience was also the key in this matchup. The thing is, Spargo don't let you wait. So the game start, he will come in front of you.
Mhm.
He will approach very fast. So you need to be ready for that, and you need to space well around his movements. And sometimes I think I shield too much against him because of course you're scared about back air fair and stuff like that. But when he plays well, it's useless to shield because you will not punish and you will not even have a good situation after the shield. So it's better to have movement instead of shield. Shield is really when you don't have anything else. So
Mhm.
I used more movement, I used more back, I used more patience. It was working really well. My advantage combos were really on point too. I had some good edge guards, I had some good ledge traps. Sometimes I hit him once and I put him in disadvantage again and again and again until 100. I remember I did even the parry waft on the get up attack.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah.
I was really a parry F smash, but I was really ready for any option he will do in disadvantage. So yeah, my advantage was on point, but he's still Pargo and he still has really, really good reads. He's playing very fast. He's very dangerous in any situation. Even if you think you're winning, he will do the comeback. So you need to be ready for everything. And last game, he did the worst grab, the best grab for me, the worst grab for him.
Yeah.
And then up tilt waft, and yes, GG's.
GG's. But that will happen so fast. Like, of course, Cloud is always pressuring you. It's like you
Yeah.
said, he's so fast. The range. I feel like some games you were in the lead, and then out of sudden you got a combo, and you were already at
Yes.
70, 80 in a really bad
Yes.
spot where Sparrow could react. I remember one in specific where he hit you with fair at like 30, and then reverse backer into catching your jump with backer, and it all happens
Yes.
so fast. And it's just insane to watch, like, both of you playing. But that interaction was like, damn, bro. Like even Gluto gets punished here.
Yep.
because damn, like Sparkle's so fast, and
Exactly.
so I understand that like. For example, you like Sparkle might have thought that you were gonna stay in shield, right? That's why he went for the grab. But even though it's like a bad grab for him and good for you, it was still like such a good reaction on actually pulling up the trigger there because Sparkle could have done a lot of different things. Like he could have been ready for it. He was so
Yep.
sure about his grab. He like Sparkle is not the kind of player that just pulls the trigger without knowing or being sure about the situation, right? So that was still
Yes.
like boom, spot dodge, and then he just died. Of course, I've seen you missing the waft in those interactions. I remember the last time you played him at the Germany tournament,
Yes.
GameStone. Like, man, you got the re and you missed the waft.
I was so
Uh,
mad.
yeah, I guess that happens. So
Yes.
that last situation, you just reacting so well to it, boom, boom, like immediately. Man, that was so crazy to watch.
Yep. And the fact that he's so fast makes everything harder because the one time that you will have an opening, you're like, oh yes, I have one. I need to not mess up. But if you think like this, it is even worse because you're gonna mess up if
Yeah.
you're too stressed about it. And yeah, the situation you talked about with the fair backer, it's like usually I have time to react to where my opponent is positioned and to know what option will at least put me in a better situation. But him, he's so fast. Sometimes you don't have time to react and to understand the situation. So I did a jump, like automatic jump, and I didn't realize that this jump could make me in a bad position. To be honest, he was
Mhm.
just going so fast on me, and again and again. And I was like, I should have never jumped here, but it was too late
Mm,
when I hit the jump,
yeah.
because he's playing fast and putting a lot of pressure, and he forced you to do some bad stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really hard to play against him, but still very satisfying because you know that he's good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, best player in the world right now. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the
Yep.
best, literally.
very good win for you.
Yeah.
Well, not just one win. You beat him twice, so that's two really good wins.
Mhm.
What? I'm pretty sure we all know that you're the king of adaptation, right? Like there's always been this talk about like, oh, if you play Gluto in friendlies, he's literally the best. Like if he learns
Yeah.
you, he's like so crazy. Of course we can see the adaptation in all these sets, but man, it's like 3-2 in your favor, then 3-2 in Espargo's favor, and then 3-0. It's like they changed so big, and you were already mentioning the waft. But after that, after getting the waft, what was something in specific that you were abusing in the other two games? Because the other two games, I guess they were close, but you didn't need a comeback really. Like you were always in the lead.
Yeah. So also my disadvantage got better at the end because I knew when what he was searching for, what mistake I was doing, and how he was catching my landings. So I was trying to not get hit that much, or at least when I get hit, to not die for it,
Hmm.
and to choose better if I need to land on the stage or to get less trap. And I figured that the less trap against Cloud is not as bad as I can think. Maybe it's because of Wario, and when Wario is cornered, he's not in the worst spot possible. But the fact that I can just stay on ledge, like Cloud can't hit you when you just grab the ledge and do nothing.
Oh
The
yeah.
only thing he can do is maybe dash attack. But if he's fast, if he's far, you can react. If he's already close, no. But if he's close, then he takes a risk by being so close without an inbox. So yeah, being more patient in this situation was really important, and being able to move more in neutral instead of shielding made me having a better neutral and punish him more for example, his side B. He was sometimes missing a lot of side B, but when I'm a bit too much in the air, even if he's side B, I can do nothing. But when
Hmm.
I'm more in the ground and not shielding, then I can punish more. And also playing better uh, on shield. So when he hit my shield, knowing what he's gonna do after hitting my shield is very important. And I was punishing more. I think it was small details, but if you add this detail plus this one plus this one plus this one, it made me having a better time against him at the end.
Crazy adaptation, bro. It's just so like you explain it here, but when you watch the games, it's just like it's mind blowing. It's really crazy, man. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Fucking goaded.
Thank you.
That is correct, man. S plus major win for Gluto. So next up, I believe your next tournament is it actually Kagaribi or do you have anything else? Is it Level Up Expo?
Yes, it's Level Up Expo, the next big one. I will have some in France too before, but small ones. Maybe
Okay.
Link.
With Link.
Maybe Link only. Uh,
Nice.
but yeah, the next big one is Level Up Expo, and I guess there's a lot of good players going too. So
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
gonna be a
B
good.
tier right now.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then after that is another P tier, which is Kagaribi, and probably
SP
yeah,
here.
yeah,
SP is like more than P.
yeah. They did that.
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, they just did that. Yeah. So it's now P tier. Then I think it's P plus or something, and then it's SP. So Kagaribi skipped P plus and is now SP. But
Oh my god.
apparently, from what I saw, um, since Hurt, he had his situation. It's not SP anymore. It's P plus. But
Oh,
it's
so
still
he's not
like really stacked.
he's not going to Kagaribi.
No. Have
Oh,
you not heard about that?
yeah, but I
Oh,
thought
oh.
they could accept him if they want.
Oh yeah. So I think the one that said no was Hurt himself. He was like, no, I deserve it, or whatever it is that
Oh.
he said. I I don't agree with it. We're not gonna talk about it, but like Anyways, what do you guys think?
Oh, yeah. So he was just using the mod in friendlies, right?
In Elite Smash, yeah.
Yeah.
In Elite Smash.
Dude, I don't know. Dude, I don't know, man. Okay, I think to be fair, I think that's like a really big like cultural difference because like for what I have been reading in Japan, like that's like way more strict. But like, yeah, to us it's just silly, right? Like, you think about it, it's
Yeah.
like, dude, it's Elite Smash. It's not that deep.
Cheater, wow.
Yeah,
On
Yeah,
Elite
like-
Smash.
Ban, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, because like even here, like if you're using the latency mod and your opponent is not using it, and you get caught using it, you can also get DQ'd for that. Like here in NA, or I don't know
Yeah,
if it applies in Europe as
In
well.
competition, yeah.
Yeah. Like if both of you guys have it, it's fine. But if
Mhm.
one has it and the other one doesn't, then you can get DQ'd for that.
Yeah.
But it's Elite Smash, dude. Like it's not even a tournament, Like, man,
Ah, man.
yeah.
I am Hort.
I
I'm
Dude.
Hort, bro.
I am hurt as well, dude.
One thing that made me mad though, it was I saw a article
Oh,
that talk about him,
mhm.
and the way they present him was like he was cheating in competitions. So a lot of
Yeah.
people think he was cheating in competition, and I saw he got insulted by so many people saying, "Yeah, cheaters are a pain. They should be banned. He should have been even banned more than that. You should not
Mhm.
cheat in competition." But it's not about that at all.
Yeah, that
At
article was
all,
stupid.
it's nothing to do about that. They're
Those
completely different.
those type of articles, they just, they do their job
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
aspect of like they just want to get clickbait and rage engagement, but like you make people pay for that. It's like that's not fair,
It's pure lie, to be honest.
Yeah, you're literally spreading lights. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for the record, Hurt is amazing. We've all met him in person, and like he's great.
yeah, he's
Of
awesome.
course.
He doesn't have any malicious intents like ever.
No.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if he does, we all do.
Like, he's literally really not a cheater. It's like,
No.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Oh.
But yeah, like I said, I think it's just a cultural difference. Like it's what it is, and I think like
Yeah.
we gotta respect that at the end, I guess. So yeah,
Yeah. I just hope it didn't affect his play in Battle of BC.
I think it did honestly, because like
Yeah.
his set versus Monty was playing good, but like I could tell he was just giving up in like a bunch of times, like or
Yep.
just not having the best punish game, or like you could tell when a player is like not at his best, So I saw that multiple times throughout the week, and I don't know.
Talking about Monty. Okay, I wanted to ask you this, Meister. I know it's completely out of topic, but what do you think? What do you think of another Game & Watch top 8?
Dude, I thought Monty was just like it was just a matter of time before he actually made top 8 at a major. Cause like I've been watching him since like the beginning of Ultimate, and I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning he wasn't exactly the best. but right now I think he has improved a lot, and he does things different now. He can keep up with like top level play basically.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest difference right now. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. I love the way he down smashes and like boom, he just gets you with down smash. He's so good at getting down smashes. So
Yep.
dangerous. Oh man, talking about Horde, I feel like he definitely didn't play his best this weekend. I would have loved to watch a Glutonny versus Horde. Man, I'll be so down for that.
Yeah, because he let's see. So well, yeah, he lost to Syrup. That was like I mean it's Ness Snake as well. I think that's a good matchup for Ness. I'm not sure. Um, and then he lost to Monty. Dude, he played two bad matchups in a row. But like, I think they were doable. It's just like I don't know. I do think I could tell he wasn't playing at his best. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so Gluto, level up, Kagaribi. Are you going to Kowloon? I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
are, right? Yep. Okay, so
Yep.
really big tournament is coming up soon, and well, I'm pretty sure you feel really confident that you're gonna keep doing good. So what can we expect from Gluto? How do you see the future tournaments coming up?
Well, if I play as well as I played at BOBC, I can expect a lot. But Japan is kind of different in the mean that they have so many different matchups, and so many matchups are very hard for Wario. And some of them I can't. I don't have experience against them, and you know me. I need experience in the matchups, and sometimes I need a lot of hours and
Yeah.
hours that I don't have in some matchup. For example, Ice Climber.
I was gonna say,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's one of them.
What is
Japan
this
has quite
matchup?
a couple.
They have a lot, and that's a problem for me. Hero is hard still. They said they have a lot of Sonics too.
Yeah.
So if they know how to camp well, it can be hard. I still struggle against Luigi. I'm not the best yet against Shotos, even if he gets better. So yeah, there's a lot of problematic matchups, and we all know brackets are sometimes depending on the matchups. But the more you work on all the matchup, the less it becomes depending on the matchups.
Yeah.
But there's still some matchups that we don't see that much in Europe or even in US that we can see a lot of in Japan, and that put a lot of trouble against Wario. So it's depending a lot of that, but I'll do my best to prepare them so I can be ready for any possibility.
Yeah, because like even ice climbers. I mean, outside of Big D, I probably know like two other ice climbers players. That's it.
Yeah,
So it is tough to get practice with like a lot of different matchups or like Pit. Like, how you gonna prepare for Zachary? Like, there's no Pit.
yeah. Zachary is really good. Pete has some surprise. It's not the most problematic matchups, of course, but Zachary is really good. So if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can be very very hard.
Yeah.
hmm
So yeah, there's so much matchups. I'll
Yeah.
try, but
I
it's hard
mean,
to practice.
at the same time, I think you do pretty well in Japan, though, right? Like every time I see you go there, you kick ass. So like, it's like okay.
Yeah, I guess it's some tournaments I really do so well. So or I win or I do second or third, and some others I'll just do 17, 13,
Yeah, because like
maybe
at
even
the
25.
Kagaribi last year, like in May, like for Golden Week, you got ninth, I believe. So like, even though it's not
Yeah,
top eight, like I mean, ninth is like in
Pretty
Japan
close.
is
yeah.
really good, like
I
really
was
really good.
really not happy about how I lost, but yeah. Sometimes you lost because maybe you just didn't play it well enough, or there is some aspect in the matchup you didn't know how to deal with. It's okay. You need to work more. This time it
hmm
was more about my input. The way I was playing was not what I wanted, so it was not good lose. So I was not happy about that. But then I think it was at the same time I went second in another tournament, losing only to Hurt. So it was a good run. And playing against Hurt is really really nice. I was really happy about these games. He's so good.
Yeah,
The way he plays, he's so patient. He already always know what to do as Snake, and even when it's not Snake situation, just Smash situation, he's still good. He's surprising. Like Japanese, sometimes you can see that they're very comfortable in their gameplay, in their specific character gameplay. When when it's not their specific character gameplay, it's just a normal gameplay. Sometimes they're lost or they're slow or they pick the same option, but he has no real issue, no real weakness. At least I didn't find them yet. But I think he's just very, very, very good, very impressive.
I am hurt.
I am hurt indeed. Okay, so I guess a few more questions before wrapping up. Who is the Japanese player that you're the most looking forward to play this time that you're going to Japan? And how are you going to prepare for those matchups that you kind of practice, but you still know they're happening?
So it's always the same. Like I like to play against people that just beat me. So Raru, Doramigi, and Hurt. Raru is playing Luigi, so I want to beat him, but I don't really want to play.
Damn, yeah.
Gonna grab him.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, dude.
You know, but Doramigi, I really want to beat him and Hurt too. And I really wanted to play against Zachary too, because I didn't play him that much. Maybe if I can beat Akola, because I only beat him in
Pre-local?
pre-local, yeah, twice, but only in pre-local. So I really want to beat him in the big tournaments too. I also want to beat all the Steve that beat me last time I was in Japan. I think it was
Around box?
no, I beat Perambox and I beat Raki, but I lost to.
I'm not gonna lie, I think those are the only two I played when I
Yaman
went there.
Action?
So like,
Yaman
oh
Action.
yeah, there you go.
No, it's the last one, not
Oh
Yaman
my-
Action.
Oh my god.
Oh, is there a last one?
There's again, yes.
There's another one.
He was camping me so hard that I couldn't do anything.
Damn.
He was going to the ledge, camp, side B to the other ledge, camp, side B
Is
to the other
it-
ledge.
His name starts with C. Is it?
Oh yeah,
Carmelo?
Carmelo.
There you go, there you go,
yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
There's so many, bro.
Yeah, there is so many. I need to beat him.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I think that guy's like pretty good, honestly. Like, I watched him play. He's solid. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, he was camping me so well, to be honest. And every time he was close, I was like, yeah, he's finding close. I was getting in like stupidly, and he was just up tilting me. So it was
80%
not fun to watch.
death.
Yeah.
Like you said, just close your eyes, up tilt, dead.
Yeah.
Go for the
80% when he missed the combo.
Yeah.
80% when he misses the combo.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Holy shit. Okie dokie, Gluto. Well, I'm pretty sure I speak for Maister, Maister 2, and for everybody. You know, you're so goated, bro. Watching you play is always a treat. So was so nice. Like you said, Sparkle against you is like peak Smash, right? Like it's one of those matches where you see a Smash at its peak. So yeah, shoutouts to you once again. You're the fucking goat. You motivate a lot of people, myself included. So
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to see more of you because I'm pretty sure this is just the start of something big. And yeah, bro, I'll see you at Level Up Expo, and then we'll catch the three of us at Kagaribi. Let's try our best. Let's not lose to fucking Campy Steve. And yeah, bro. I mean, take care. Thank you so much for being at the Go Talks because, well, you already know you're the GOAT. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Comment down below if Luto is handsome. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.